Hello everybody, I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, unbelievably, we are over 1,000 subscribers and counting. Somebody must be sharing. People must be commenting. I want to thank you all. We're moving fast with subscribers. So today, as you know, whenever we have these milestones, I like to try and give a little more than usual. So what we're going to talk about, normally I give you the 6% at DCU. I talk about Navy Federal last time when we got to 900 subscribers. This time, I'm going to talk about your credit score. Let's boost it up real fast. And I mean real fast, like within a week. By one simple step, it may be possible if you already have credit cards or a trade line. Even if you have Ox Publishing or Hutton Chase or My Jewelers, sometimes it's possible. We'll get into it. So I just want to thank everybody again for liking, sharing, subscribing. So please like, subscribe, and click the bell so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. Well, just in full disclosure, what happened the other night, we did a live stream for an hour and 35 minutes. I had IXQ TV, UFC was, the pay-per-view fight was running in the background, and it wasn't, you couldn't hear it, but it was running in the background. So, YouTube got told by UFC or some person, and they banned the video. So they erased the video off the platform entirely. So I can't even gray out the area. I can't blur out the area of the video to re-upload it. So you all missed an awesome live stream. And I've been banned with a community strikes. So I can't do another live stream for, I don't know if it's 7 days or 30 days. So my first live stream that I've ever done, it's now banned, and I'm banned from doing live streams, whether it's a week or 30 days, like I said. So we'll do another live stream. It was awesome. Those of you who participated, thank you very much. We went over a lot of questions that I've never even talked about in the previous videos with regard to a myriad of subject topics. So it was beautiful. So I just want to thank you. And the other reason for the video is thank you so much, everybody. We are over 1,000 subscribers. So that is awesome. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your understanding. I appreciate it. And so I'm trying to give back a little by always giving some information that your teacher won't tell you, your professor won't tell you, your mom and dad may not know about, your brothers, sisters may not know about, or they may all be in denial and say it won't work, when in fact it will work. So we're gonna always keep it 100, all right? So I'm gonna go over a few things, so this will be kind of random because since the live stream isn't up, people were asking me about certain things, and mostly a lot of people were concerned with their credit scores, and then rightfully they should be, because opportunity is going to come up here in the next 6 months to a year where the economy is going to have a little crash, and you may be able to pick up, whether it's businesses, whether it's real estate, whether it's anything that requires money, that makes money, you might be able to pick that up on the cheap. So if you have a way to have a credit score that's close to in the 700s, because they will restrict the credit score and make you have to have a better credit score than before. But if you have a credit score in the 700s, you'll be able to borrow money to make money, so to speak. All right? So anyhow, some of the questions, which I normally wouldn't go over for the 1,000 subscriber video update, is that people were saying how can they increase their credit score rapidly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over something that I've never talked about on any of the Boost to Credit Score videos. One is a way you can get your credit score boosted in, let's say, 72 hours is if you already have primary trade lines such as credit cards, even if you have My Jewelers, Ox Publishing, Hutton Chase, New Coast Direct, which can add primary trade lines, you simply call up the companies That's right. Right now, in the middle of the day, just call the company and say, hey, can you increase my credit line? So I'll give you an example. So let's just say you had $1,000 credit limit, and you had $100 owed on that credit limit. Your debt utilization is going to be 10%. So if you called up the company and said, hey, can you increase my credit line a little bit? And they'll say they agree. And let's say they just say, well, we'll give you a $200 credit line increase. Now it's $1,200. That same $100 is now below 9% debt utilization, which will and could increase your credit score by a few points just by simply doing that. So that is and that offsets your other debt that you have too. So that could increase your credit score. Remember, 30% of your credit score is based on debt utilization. All right. The other part is on your payment history. There's another 30%. So you're at 65% of your credit score is based on just those two things. So you got to keep in mind that's where you want to focus your credit score on. Okay. Don't miss payments. And if you do miss payments, what helps is having a lot more primary trade lines on your account, because if you have, let's say, 10 primary trade lines and you are late on one of them, and we'll just keep it with the first month, you are now at 90%. But because the following month you can pay all 10 on time, now you went 19 out of 20. And then whatever 5 times 19 is, now you're back at the nice percentage rate, you're back to 95%. And then the following month, you could be 29 out of 30 payments. And now you're right back into where you need to be at 98, 99% or 100%, which is the green zone for payment history, to keep your credit score moving in a positive direction, meaning going up. So these are the kind of things that we're asked about. The other thing, people ask me about, what about age on your credit? I tell everybody, go to Credit Karma. Okay, it's free. They show you TransUnion and they show you Equifax. So you can see those two credit scores and you can see your reports. They give you which buckets you should concentrate on, but age and history is not that big a deal. It's a small percentage of your credit score. And when you go get a car, when you go get a house, they don't look at the age history of your credit score. They just look at your middle score. That's what they're looking for. And some people are confused about the middle score on the live stream. So if TransUnion score is 700, Equifax score is 650, Experian score is 600, your middle score is 650. You don't add up all the numbers and that's the score. It's whatever literally your middle score is between the 3 credit bureaus. So I'll give another example to make it a little different. So your highest score, let's say TransUnion, is 750. Let's say Experian is 740. Let's say Equifax is 600. Your middle score is 740. That's what they will go by. All right? It's that simple. And that's why you concentrate on getting all your credit scores up. And that's why I recommend that the primary trade lines that we always talk about to boost your score quickly are the New Coast, the My Jewelers, the Ox Publishing, now Fingerhut, and those kind of companies, because they don't all report to all 3. My Jewelers, New Coast, I believe, are the ones that do all 3. Some of the other ones just do 2. Some may do 1. But the point is, you want to do all of them so your scores, they could vary depending on who's doing the algorithms for the credit unions. The credit companies. So that's what we talked about on the live stream as well. Also, speaking of credit unions by mistake, Navy Federal Credit Union, they did have the referral program going. They still allow me to refer people, but not everybody's going to be approved. They have different standards for different people. And apparently they wanted to kind of keep it under, even though it was for friends, now they're going to where you have to be active duty military or retired, or friend, or your family member or something had to be with the military. Or sometimes they give exceptions. So if you still want to try to get in Navy Fed, Penn Fed, which I've never mentioned before. We can try PenFed, DCU. The reason why I mention credit unions is because they offer lower interest rates on loan products oftentimes, meaning the big two, car and house, and their requirements to get a loan is different. Also, there's loan assistance plans that normally banks don't try to tell people about as well. So there's another little thing that you can do. And they have a higher savings account up to a certain amount. Like usually most people don't even have $500 in their bank account. If you do, you're not most people. But when you have 60% of the population doesn't have $500 in their savings account or $500 for an emergency, that's 6 out of 10 people. That's a lot of people. So anyhow, if you have money in the bank and it's $1,000, like what I've been mentioning at DCU, you get 6% on your money a year on a savings account. Once you go over 1,000, from 1,001 and up, then they drop it down to almost, 0.25 or 0.5%, 0.05%, something like that. So it's not that much. But for your first 500 to 1,000, you can get a higher interest rate, and that could start your savings. What else did we talk about that's going to make this 1,000 subscriber video pop off? We talked about business opportunities as well. There's only a few that I mentioned, and right now, since this video is coming out before March 16th, there's this company called Trip. I've mentioned it before. They are trying to become a rideshare company and disrupt Uber and Lyft. And I'm going to go over it just like I went over it in previous videos. Uber, Lyft, they're a rideshare company. They've been getting money from the government as subsidies. They've been having hedge fund investors invest in it. They have any other special interests and individuals invest into their companies. They've had angel investors. They are still not profitable after 9, 10, 12 years. What makes you think a new company is going to be profitable straight off the bat? That's where my problem comes in with this new company called Trip. I don't have the door closed so you can hear out back. But anyhow, the Trip company, you can sign up for free right now. So go down below, look up rideshare. I have it down there. It'll be Trip, and I'll have a link, which will probably be getridesharecash.com. And then you use my referral name or code TripEric1743 when you go sign up for free. This way you get your spot. Passengers share the app, just like right now. If you decide, now they're in pre-launch, but if you decide to sign up for free, you have a spot. When the app comes out and you use the app, then I will make money. You tell your other friends to sign up for free. When they use the app, I will make money. Whether they're saying it's 40 cents, but who knows? Things could change once they go live. They're in pre-launch right now. No app is out yet. No drivers are driving yet. But who knows what that will be. You will get rewarded when other people use the app, and all you have to do is let them sign up for free and share it, just like I'm talking about it now. Of course, if you want to make money at it, they have something called an influencer that's like $149 a year, and then they have a driver that apparently has to pay $250 and then $199 a month the following month to be a part of this. But as a driver, you get 100% of your fare and tips, which is awesome. So it all depends. If you already drive for a rideshare company, then you can already determine if 100% fare and tips for non-surge market, because there's not going to be any surge pricing. So you'll have to determine for yourself if it's worth it for 100% fares and tips and pay the $199 a month, which is $50 a week. And they're going to have Trip Go Centers, as they call it. But the reason why I bring this up is because March 16th in Miami, if you speak Spanish or Latin, from a Latin country that speaks Spanish, or you can understand Spanish, then you might go to their meeting. It's March 16th. I'll have the information posted below, and I'll probably actually add it across the screen as well, because they sent out a flyer. You would have seen it on the Facebook page at facebook.com/stopstrugglingnow.com or /stopstrugglingnow on Facebook. You would have seen the image earlier today, and it's posted on there. So again, they'll probably have another meeting in Miami, I would imagine either later that day or the next day, for all English-speaking people like myself. Muy poquito español is my thing, so I'm not going to be at that other meeting. But anyhow, the point is, that is an opportunity where you get to stack yourself. It's a network marketing company, and you get stacked up. So if it's a ground floor opportunity. So if you sign up now, you're ahead of other people. And if you decide to sign up later, it really doesn't matter. I mean, if this company does jump off, it's going to be millions and millions of people that's going to be signing up, whether they're going to be drivers, influencers, or passengers. So you don't have to worry about doing anything right now. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend you signing up paying $149 or $250 and trying to, do that. They're only going to open up in certain markets right now, like in Arizona, New Mexico, somewhere else. I don't even know. But my thing is, they have to get qualified, they have to be approved, and drivers have to be approved in all these jurisdictions, and you have to pay certain agencies, and there's a lot to do about this. All right, so what I'm trying to say then is that's what you do. Sign up with Trip, it's free, no big deal. Now, the other thing I was talking about on the live is that the economy, it appears that everything's going fine, but when you have over a record in American history of 4,000 to 5,000 stores are closing in the last 2 years, there's a lot of people that's going to be unemployed. So you're going to have to look for your streams of income on where you can get them from, or you're going to have to look where you can save money. So what are you going to do? Save money. You already watch TV. All right. I've mentioned this before. IXQ TV. You're already watching TV. So why not pay $39 a month for TV where you get all your movie channels, you get pay-per-view, all the sports channels, you have everything, and you can make money. And as a customer, you don't have to make money. Your friends come over and you tell them about it. You get $10 if your friend signs up. They have a customer website, just like a referral. So you're almost doing your own referral. So if you get 4 people, your service is free. Or 4 of your friends say, yeah, I'm going to sign up. It's 6,000 channels and I have everything. So why wouldn't you sign up? It's simple. Now, if you want to turn it into a business, that's a whole nother ball game. Because now you're going to get paid off of those customers that he signed up. And you're going to get paid off of any other people that want to be a business partner, or a pro business partner, or a pro plus business partner, as they call them, for another level. But anybody that wants to sign up and represent as a business for IXQ TV, well, there you have it. Now, watching TV, you get to write off your payment every month. Any discussions that when you're out and about, that's a write-off for tax purposes. So you get to make money for doing TV. Talking about cable, talking about sports, talking about business, news, whatever. International channels are on there. You've already heard the story about the guy came into my office and I let him watch his TV series from Germany. So that's another thing that was discussed. Using something already that you can save money on, but also make money. And of course, the MCS telephone, which is now $589 for 5 years. But I went over it again. I still have 3 cards left. If you want a SIM card, you got to hit me up. Eric at StopStrugglingNow.com. $327. You have 9 years. I have SIM cards that are 9 years still. Unlimited talk, text, data is still 2 gigabytes. Still hasn't went to unlimited. We can call 96 countries now. For those of you who do business, and I can use my cell phone. There isn't, hey, get WhatsApp, get on Skype, get on whatever. I can just pick up the phone and call. All over the world, 96 countries. You can go to the MCS Telecom website and you can see the countries that you can call. Not all countries can you call cell phones. Some you can only call landlines or Skype telephone numbers. But still, you can call 96 countries. So that's something, especially for a person that wants to do international business, which when economy goes bad, you're going to wish you knew or had international sources where you could either sell something or get something. In IXQ TV, you can sell anywhere in the world. MCS Telecom, you can only call from the United States to the 96 countries. I can't be in Europe and use my MCS SIM card phone. I'm going to have to go down to the cell phone company and buy me a SIM card that I'm going to plug in my unlocked phone and call around the world temporarily while I'm there. All right. So these are the kind of things we were discussing. And I just want to thank again every time. I really appreciate everyone showing the love, commenting, and hit me up in emails, even phone calls. I don't mind none of it, because that's what I'm here to do. This is no guru zone. I'm not sitting here trying to charge you down the road for some growth con, no seminar. There isn't going to be any of that. If somebody wants to pay me, it's going to be somebody holding a seminar. It's not going to be you. I'm here to try to help you. And so therefore you guys can contact me anytime, whether it's down below in comments, whether it's by email. Some people even call me and I'll answer the phone. If I don't, I'll call back. You can text me too. Either way, I'll get back in touch with you. Just give me 12 hours, 24 hours, and I usually get back in touch with you, or sooner, in a few minutes. So it all depends. So these are the kind of things that we were talking about on the live feed. And this is the kind of thing I want to always talk about when we're doing the 1,000 subscriber update. And now you might want to look at precious metals. So when you start talking about gold, silver, palladium, platinum, the previous video, Silver Stacker Challenge, silver was at around $14, somewhere in there. It went up $1 since we've last spoken about that video 3-4 months ago. So just to give you an idea, there's always a time to buy. And now, even though it went up $1, it still might be a good time to buy. And also gold as well, any of the precious metals, because those are things you keep. Do not buy the gold, silver ETFs. That's paper. That's not even really money. You have a silver bar, gold bar, platinum bar, whatever, coins, whatever. That's actual money that you actually have. And if the economy goes to zero, where you have the Great Depression, where paper's worthless, then you can always go around the world and get money exchanged, or you can go to an exchange place and always get money for your gold, silver, platinum, palladium, for the value that it's really worth, not the value that the paper money went to zero on. So again, we had a discussion about gold and silver as well, to preserve your wealth. Every now and then, you might want to put down 5-10% of a paycheck and get some precious metals. Because I recommend silver, because that's the lower number. It's, like I said, $15. So you can go to APMEX, JD Bullion, and they have free shipping when you order $99 or more. And I always say, why not just get 10 1-ounce bars or a 10-ounce bar? And that'll be around $160 shipped to your house, to make it simple. Those are the kind of things that they don't teach you in school. They're not going to tell you this in school. They're only telling you stuff in school so you can be an employee. All right? So you can work for somebody else. They're not telling you, hey, be the man. You can do it. You can do whatever you want. They're not telling you that, because they need workers. They need worker bees, just like a colony of bees. You need worker bees. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to produce this structure that we have, this United States of America, or anywhere else in the world for that matter. You always need some workers. So this is why what they're teaching you in school is to be something where you work for somebody else. They're not teaching you to be the man where other people work for you, or you work for yourself. They want you to spend 8-10 hours a day going to and from work, working at a job, then barely working paycheck to paycheck. So this is Stop Struggling Now. This is what we're trying to avoid, because one day you could be part of that 5,000 store closures over the last 2 years. And then what? You're sitting there with not any other streams of income. And like I mentioned before, 7 streams of income is what millionaires have. 7 or more streams of income. You have an opportunity at this time and juncture. You have the internet, you have all the social media sites, you have the $1 million items such as the cell phone. Everybody has a camera. You can't sit idly by and think that you're going to be able to retire and put in your 40 for 40 years. Come on. Social Security may or may not be there. Your pension funds may or may not be there. If you just started out and you're only 30, 40, 50 years old, these pension funds could be gone by the time you're 60. By the time you're 65, 67, 69, 70 years old. All right? So you better think about it long and hard. While you're putting in work 10 hours a day, 8 hours a day for somebody else, why not put in an hour for yourself? You've heard me discuss this before. So the 1,000 subscriber video. That's what this is. You know, I always try to come with a little something to save you. So down below, I don't know what it is right now, but down below, like I said, I'll have all the primary trade lines. I'll have the DCU information, the Navy Federal information. I'll have the TRIP information, the MCS Telecom information. I may even have some other information so I can help you do either savings or make money, all right? Normally I have it already figured out, but today I just wanted to do a video because the live stream got booted off the platform and I wasn't planning on having to make another video about anything. Right? Didn't want to talk about this, I want to get into something else. So these are all the kind of things we talked about. And I appreciate you watching, I appreciate you sharing the video for other people. And so I'm just going to close out with, you can do whatever you need to do. Don't stop. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. All right? So, please like, subscribe, and click the bell so you get the latest updates. And I know it's rough out here. It's real in the field. So, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.